matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Sooners will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. He's going for it all. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. It's Sharp. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They kick it away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On the direct snap, it's Tatum. Oh, he's got a chance. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Grab near the sticks, it's Sategna. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes a connection. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy is no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
Gonna look downfield again. Finds his man. It's Thomas. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Handoff to the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got an open man. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere.
He's running free down the middle. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll test the right side. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense.
Breaks free! A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
Smashes through the tackle. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
They run the reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Got it in the middle, it's Tatum. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown LSU!
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Tatum. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though. I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He might want another play. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's got it down the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Intercepted, and then total goes to 16.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. That's caught. It's Barnes.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Now improvising. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Wide open downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Going up top again. Caught in the backfield. It's Tatum. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Tatum. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Got a man. It's Burks. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Here we go, set. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The official says no good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tatum. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. A little screen to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Mateer. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's a heat. Got his man downfield. Turns on the Jets. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
When these offenses get in rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well-earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here we go. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Tatum. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch. I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
They'll leave it with him. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Might as well give it to him again. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
Phase 27 jump. Phase 27 jump.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Drop play, quarterback keeps it. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Quickly complete. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack, because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded, you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. Trying to seal the edge on the right. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
The Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Mateer. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Tatum. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The give from the gun. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go with a direct snap. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Let's go! Let's go!
Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's up. Across the 25. He's got room. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And this is what leaders do at the quarterback position, guys. After throwing 2 picks a week ago, he was able to put that game behind him, refocused himself, got back in the film room. He looks like a different player this week.
They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. And getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hilton.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Fires left. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. The defense did a really good job playing the pass, and 4th down now is decision time for you.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Sends it back in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. And the Sooners need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Release to the back. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He's loose on the right. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
They'll line up to go for 2. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Bringing the heat. To the end zone, and it's picked off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Tatum. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake?
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
He'll set up to throw. They're working that left side. He is denied, stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the two-point conversion. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Finds a little space. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this 1st down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Direct snap. It's Ott. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Defense has to do a better job defending the sideline. You've got to get the ball carrier down in bounds to keep the clock moving and try to bleed this thing.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on third down. He's going for the big play. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them.